Thank you for clicking on this. Welcome back. I've been out for like I think 2 weeks with no podcast, and
It's Feature Me. And technically, we've been out for about a month. Welcome back to me. Okay, let's continue.
welcome to another episode of Noise in Silve. And today we have two. I was surprised to know that actually WinterDoll will be joining, and now I'm scared because I don't have proper questions, and I feel like I'm just gonna yeah that so we have WinterDoll and Dukesa. They are members of the team Upbeat. You should check their Facebook. I will link them later on. So first question for both of you, it would depend on who would want to answer first. Is basically a short intro of you guys. I've met. Oh, sorry, me first. I met them before with Aya in a cosplay group. Do not look at the cosplay. You can look at their cosplay, but not mine. Um, and so the question would be, oh my lights, my my ring light. So for first question is, who are you? Why are you here? And how did I get you here? So basically, that's my intro for you guys. So it would depend on who wants to go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, hi, I'm Dukesa, and I'm here because she invited me. Yuna Silver invited me. It was a surprise too because I wasn't very much prepared. She just said, "Hey, can I invite you for a podcast interview?" I'm like, okay, when is it? Here tonight. That's okay. And what is it again?
My ring light is
I'm very
dying.
much excited to share stuff about me, my cosplay, and anything that might be asked about what I do.
Okay. Thank you. Winter now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, hi, I'm Winter, also known as Winter Doll, but I would prefer you call me Winter. So, why am I here? Okay. I was invited by Duquesa, and I think it has to do with the thing that we usually do tandems most of the time.
Mhm.
And she knew I will be more comfortable if she's around. And how did I get you here? Because I know it's you. When I found out it was you, I made okay, yes, let's do this. Okay, that's most likely because I want to meet with you again. That's all.
Oh, and I'm kind of nervous for having two people. I usually just talk to one, and now for the fact that you said that it's me, now I wonder did I do something wrong before, and you want to see me again? I'm scared. Am I? See, even my ring light is scared. Oh
Hi.
my god! Hang on, I'm not sure what's wrong with my ring light. Ah, wait. So that's the intro. So I'm still. Um, I do have just a few questions for you guys, but we'll start first with the. I usually have icebreakers, and yeah, I think I said it. So, would you want to just have the same questions, or would you want to have different questions for your icebreakers?
Okay, challenge us.
Um.
I'm up.
Different.
I'm up for the surprise. Sige,
Variety.
go.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I guess it would
Surprise.
be best for you to have
Different.
two
So there's
different questions.
variety.
Okay.
Yes.
So who would want to go? I think since Duquesa introduced herself first, I think Winter should go. So left or
Okay.
right?
Left.
Wait, where's my left? Okay. Left or right?
Her left.
Sige, right.
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 Right. Okay. This is actually a very weird question. Um, what
Okay. There's my
can
baby.
can you tell us one awesome fail story? I don't know how to explain it. It's basically just
Oh.
maybe a embarrassing moment or something that was embarrassing but turned out to be really well, like turned out with like a good
I
outcome or
have.
something.
I have a
A
story.
lot. I have a lot. Okay, let's see.
I have. I'm willing to share my
Well, you can
Oh,
share mine.
steal,
That's fine.
steal, steal, steal,
Would you
go.
want to steal this question?
feel. I'm
Yeah,
willing to share
steal.
mine.
Okay, okay, go.
Super fail, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'm trying
I'm.
to evaluate my life. Okay, go.
It's super feel and super funny and embarrassing at the same time. But it happened, and I think it happens to most of us cosplayers. There's this one time I was going to an event. Winter knows this. I was going to an event, a birthday party actually, and then I was already on my way, and then I was riding the bus, excited, chatting with them. Okay, I'm on my
Oh,
way.
she knows.
Not thinking about the stuff I'm going to do there when I get there. And then I got off the bus. Then I realized I left my luggage inside the bus.
Oh
The
my
whole
god.
costume. I only have my handbag with my phone, makeup, and the and wallet. And then the whole costume set was there in the luggage, and I left it in the bus. So I have to immediately contact Twitter. I have to get someone to take my place because I don't think I can make it. My costume is gone. So yeah, but I
But
was able to retrieve it the day after. I have to
okay.
get it from the bus company
At least you
with
were
the
able to get it back because
yeah.
costumes are
But
not
I think
cheap.
it happens when most of us actually forget. Some of us normally just forget a piece or a wig. I lost a whole costume set on the way to that event. Yeah, lesson learned. Too much
I know.
excitement makes me forget. Yeah,
Well, I'm
so that's
glad you
super
got
epic
it.
fail.
Yeah, but so yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's actually weird because I do have friends. They usually just forget their costumes after the event. They usually forget it at
Yeah,
the
you
event center.
sometimes you
So,
on the way. You're
but
still
you
going
were
to.
like, Ate, I had a similar
Mine's
question
the
when,
reverse.
yeah.
I
Well,
was on
Ate,
the
I
way
had
and
it,
I left it. Forgot all about it.
but
But like,
yours was
wait,
scary.
something's missing. I was walking. Wait, something's missing. And then I realized, oh shoot, my whole
Everything seems to be
luggage.
light.
Why is my bag so light? I'm missing something. I didn't realize it away.
Well, at least, oh, well, yours is scary because you forgot it in the bus.
In a public bus, yeah. So I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get it back. So I have
I'm
to
glad you
contact
got
the
it.
bus company and inform them I left the luggage.
Nobody
They
wants to
just told me
touch the
to
luggage. There
to
might be something else in there.
yeah, somebody might take interest in it and bring it with them when they get off the bus. Fortunately, the bus conductor kept it for me. So
Ah,
it's
nice,
good.
nice. So, yeah, wow. Oh, things we missed last year. Because we didn't get to travel for cosplay.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you still want?
Cons, traveling.
Yeah.
Oh, epic fail would be, I think. Oh, good. Excuse me for.
Okay.
Oh, did I answer the same question or ano?
Or would you want to pick another one? Well,
Sige,
what we
pwedeng.
could do since Dukesa answered the epic fail,
Mm,
why don't Dukesa
question
pick
naman
a
ng,
question for
yes,
you?
question for, yeah.
Okay, left or right, Dukesa, for winter.
Left. Your left. This one.
Yeah. So left or right again?
Left.
Left. Oh my ring light. So your so technically your
Left.
question left,
Okay.
yeah. It could just be you could just say my left because I'm really bad with this as well. I wonder where it's my left and my
Yeah,
right.
you're left for me. So
So yeah, this question is
you're left, my right.
for the my I hate my ring light right now. So the question for that the guest I got for winter would be what was your first impression of me?
Oh, first
You would
impression.
I
When
don't
I
even
saw
remember.
you,
Mhm.
yeah, I saw you. We were practicing. We're supposed to practice our skit in UP amphitheater. So they were like, you should meet your sister because our we're supposed to be brother and sister.
Yeah.
Team thingy there, yeah, the character. And you should meet your sister. She's really tall. Just right for the character and all. Okay, okay. So I'm really excited to meet her. And they're like, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. And then when they're sure, oh, it was her. So I was really thinking kasi the group was already made up already
Hmm.
and they have a solid background. I feel like I'm gonna be lost or I'll be an outsider. But
Hmm.
because of you and your group mates, they make me feel like I'm well at home and well received,
Where
especially during the skit.
the
So
group is pretty close that way.
yeah, and I saw you and I saw her like they're telling things. They're describing you in such a lot of ways that I'm trying to imagine a lot of things. And then when I saw you, I was thinking, "Naku, maybe since this is a well group, their group already are established and everything, that they have their own ways and manners." And when I saw you guys, are like they're so warm. Really, I really felt that it's really warm. Besides the fact that we're in amphitheater, it's warm
And it's really warm. We kind of
and
before we got
welcoming.
there, we bought water because we were thinking it was really hot and people would need the water.
That's why I thought it was really warm and welcoming. That's why. That's when I
Mhm.
saw you, like, oh, it's just like Aya and the others. So welcoming and friendly.
I couldn't be as well organized or as close as the others because that was actually like the first cosplay I did with Aya and all.
Mm.
So I have to admit that I didn't know the character. I didn't even know the game. I just had like I think the character sheet was printed out. Cause but I was just looking at the cosplay. So so yeah. Also, I just left my work. I
But
just
you
left
did
work that.
well. Yeah, you did well. It was really awesome during the photo shoot.
It was. I
You had
liked
that
the food
one.
I said.
Yeah, you have that one photo that everybody was talking about. The one that you
Yeah.
look like a chess piece.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's in Deviant Art. I
Yeah,
did like
we
that. I
love
like how
that.
that was executed. Uh,
Yes, that was so good.
so yeah. So now you know we basically met in one cosplay group. Then uh, oh god, I feel awkward. I feel awkward because I don't know how to talk to people. So yeah, the reason why the podcast started last year was because one I needed something to do during the weekend because my ring light's dying during the weekend and to like maybe the energy I have because I don't really travel for work because I was asked to work from home or we were asked to work from home that I feel like I wasn't doing enough and there was no events at all that happened. So I decided to push with doing a podcast of random stuff. So initially I was reaching out to friends like 13 episodes of like the first season. I decided to stop that and then I decided for the second season I would reach out to people in my Facebook that I haven't really talked to, like you guys, but I'm still scared of. But they are the people that I'm scared of messaging because I'm not sure if they'll be okay or if there's something that we could actually talk about that would not sound weird or like I don't want to make it look like I'm just looking for gossip or whatever or maybe very shallow questions, but it ended up as like me catching up with all people that might remember me, like the two of you guys. Or I usually interact with Dukesa. Ring light. I usually interact with Dukesa with her Facebook page. So yeah, I guess that's a way to keep me sane. This podcast is to keep me sane and maybe try to be a little bit more social. This is the weirdest thing because during the lockdown, I felt like I was so social by talking to different people, which I don't usually do. Um, so yeah, so we'll proceed to questions. I did send this to Duquesa. I think I just have two, three questions. But initially, I just want to know how was things last year. I mean, is it okay, or how did you maybe cope up with? How did ring light? I'm gonna die. How did you cope with like basically staying at home? I'm not sure like work wise what exactly do you do and I'm not sure if that is open for discussion, but yeah, did you guys work from home or do you have any like sidelines that you did because there's extra time because you're just at home, you know? Yeah, I just want to really catch up. Wait, okay,
Me
whoever wants to go ahead.
first.
Mm. Mm, sige, I'll work. Kasi I'm working eh.
Okay.
I'm mostly working from home.
I'm not.
Yeah. So from last year, I think this is the first time that people is going to know what I usually do. Um, First, I am a school teacher, so obviously
Wow.
we have work from home, and that was a struggle since we started late. And then I had to give up one of my work during summer. I used to coach gymnastics, which I think is very, very hard to do online. Noted that the safety is not going to be watched over, or they can't spot kids at home, especially parents, and they cannot make their kids do stunts, obviously, since technique is not there, the actual technique is not there, or the technician versus the coach, the gymnastics coach. And as for a teacher, it's very hard. It's very hard for the teacher and for the students also. So how do I cope up? Um, my usual six teaching hours loads to 8 hours workload will be extended until 10 because I have also small kids who are studying. So it ended up being more than just 10 to 12 hours
Mhm.
when you say it's working, and also you have to assist the kids in because they're also studying. And how did I cope up? I think the sanity to keep me sane. We are fortunate enough that our group, Team Upbeat, came up with this makeup theme activity thing
Yeah.
wherein I can do something. Yeah, I can do something beyond what I'm doing for almost more than 10 to 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
So basically, that's how I coped up. I also use cosplay to cope up with the pandemic stress, what we call pandemic stress.
Mhm.
Yeah, there. Though I still hide it from my students. Yeah.
What? So your student does not know that you cosplay?
Not all, not all. So I had to use I'm sorry, I had to use a different account for teaching,
Hmm.
and I use my personal account. So I have to separate them just to keep myself sane.
That's fine. That's fine. I do have a few people that technically has two Facebook accounts. For like
Mm.
me, I have two Facebook accounts to separate people from like cosplay and relatives because that doesn't really mix well. Uh, what about you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, don't worry. I agree with that. There's some people who think that what we're doing is just maybe not a priority for them. That's
Mhm.
how I'm gonna look at it. But for us, it's something that it's like entering into a dimension wherein you find the time for yourself,
Yeah.
and everything is suspended and makes you feel like it is for you. The time is always for you. That's you don't have to. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're cosplaying. It's just that it's you at the moment.
Yeah. True. True.
Mm.
So yeah. Okay. Thank you. And what about Dokesa? How was 2020?
Since the pandemic, I don't have any more work. I lost my work actually. Yes, I used to do cosplay commissions and party events. So since that stopped, no more conventions, no more parties. I also stopped sort of working. So I'm pretty much just a house mom, stay at home, do regular mom stuff. But sometimes I still do my own cosplay photo shoots, depending on whoever invites me to do collab project. Mostly with Upbeat, we have our own makeup shoots and other makeup transformation videos, not just with the Upbeat and also other groups who invites me. And I pretty much stopped making costume for a while too because it's difficult to get supplies. for one thing, and everything must be purchased online because we can't go out. So I kind of put it on hold for last year. So this year, I'm hoping I could go back at least working on my pending projects. So hopefully, I could do something. And also, it's kind of difficult too because I'm used to attending events pretty much every month or twice a month. That's kind of my day off from being a mom. So I'm full cosplayer mode for the whole day. So it's kind of like events and cosplay events and parties for me are like my stress reliever and refresher because it's also like what Winter said. It's the me time. It's myself. So it's something for myself. But since there are no more parties, we try to manage to squish in a moment or a day or not a day, like half a day or a few hours in the day to do something creative. It doesn't have to be full cosplay. Sometimes just makeup. Sometimes just cleaning up my makeup stuff, cleaning up my costumes, checking what can I still wear, what can still fit me, especially
Quarantine
not
body.
quarantine body. Most of my costumes does not fit my quarantine body. So sometimes I keep checking, just checking, and to make sure that they're okay. They're still in good condition. The shoes, the wigs, the props. Because over time, if we just keep all our clothes stocked in one place, sometimes they get damaged or deteriorate in quality. So you
Yeah.
have to check on them from time to time. Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of that, so I do get it, and I do see that you do like the. Well, that's the other question. How long do you guys do, like one makeup, like the set itself? Because I'm really curious on how
Depends.
long do you
It depends on the
spend.
theme and the character. Like for me, sometimes if I needed like props, so I need to devote at least nearly an hour to set up the background, the props. I have to put the ring light, the tripod, and whatever else that I may need. But if it's just a basic, like very basic, all I need is a plain background. So it's just a ring light, a tripod, and fan. So usually less than 30 minutes. But the makeup too depends on the makeup. But for me, makeup is some 30 minutes to 1 hour. I think 30 minutes to 1 hour. And then dressing up usually 15 minutes, very fast. The shooting itself, I think the longest I had is 2 hours. I think with around 50, 60 photos. Too many photos. Yeah. Too many
Automatic
brownie
sure.
photos. 60, 50. Or with the remote shutter. You have to use the remote shutter or the timer. Making use of the timer. Because you have to do everything by yourself. So
Yeah.
yeah. But the fastest would be 30 minutes shooting. Depending on the character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually that.
That's just like you, no help from anyone.
Yeah. And I usually
Yeah.
have a printed guide of poses that I want to do,
Uh-huh.
so that when I start shooting, it becomes faster. And say it's hot, it's hot. And I usually shoot at night, around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when everyone's asleep, and everything's quiet. So you can focus on what I'm doing. So I make sample poses to copy, so it's faster to shoot that way. I already know what I'm going to do.
Nice. So are you like the same winter, or do you do something else? Like,
Oh, I'm the same actually. First, I have to wait
Are night
until,
people.
yeah, until everybody's
We're like
sleeping.
owls. We wake
When
at night. Or
yeah,
bats.
or else somebody will be using the makeup for something else. Yeah, or I'll be having a missing part. And usually makeup for me takes about a lot, around an hour for makeup and setup. So an hour is my max. I usually put a timer. I have it has been a thing for since college, I think, that I have to time myself. So I usually do it by an hour, and then setups and boot ups. Yeah, most likely. So I usually same thing with her. I usually shoot it around 12. Oh, sorry. I just had caught something in my eye. Okay, around 12 midnight, and as you go on until I finish and until I find the
Until
good,
4 5 a.m.
yeah, until I
Wow.
find the good, that good photo that's worthy of posting.
Wow. Uh, I just yeah. I think I pretty much have this same thing when I try to like take photos of just my face because I'm not really. Uh, I have issues with my body. I'm working on it, but it's just my face. And when I see pimples, it just goes to Photoshop. But it takes a lot of time to a lot of photos on my phone already that
Mm.
I'm not sure I want to. It's that feeling that you want to keep this photo, but you know there's something wrong with it, but I want to keep it. I don't want to delete it. So yeah, my phone is
Same.
like that.
Yeah.
It's
Same.
full of selfies that some people may never see.
Yes, we're same. Like out of 60 pictures, I'll get to post five. And I won't
Yeah.
share the
Yeah, I
rest.
keep it as
Just want to keep
reference
this.
so
Just it's
most
all
of the
for
time.
my eyes only.
um. So yeah, like I'm glad that well I don't know how to put this. It's just I know yeah I didn't know that you were Dukesa was more of a full time cosplay. A cosplay that could be rented. That doesn't sound right, but yeah, you could hire not rent. You could hire her.
Hire,
But I
hire
didn't
us,
know that was
For
that was
us,
I
hire us
didn't know
mutually
it was a
together.
full thing, like a full like was it a full time thing?
time.
Yeah, and yeah, I didn't know you were a teacher, Winter Doll, but I did know that you were tutoring, not tutoring, you were teaching dance. I think
Mhm.
before I've heard. So that's what I think. Yeah, during the multiply days, your multiply was more on into. You had
Multiply days.
photos of ballroom dancing.
Yes, I compete.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one thing I
Mm.
remember. Uh, I'm bad with remembering things, but yeah, I don't really see you guys in events before. I do. I think I've seen Ducats a few times, but not with. And I'm not really the type that would just be. Hey, I know you, unless maybe Ate Aya is there or other cosplayers that know you personally. So yeah, and definitely reaching out to you right now feels weird. And thank you for it will be more like thank you Duquesa for dragging Winterdal to this podcast. um and I just I don't want to end this too quickly because I feel bad for you. I feel bad because you guys took time to wear your wigs and I'm holding my phone stand. I don't know why.
I
But
mean, my
Well,
phone is
it's
like
it's something. I'm sorry. It's just that if it's for a cosplay thing, I am not. Oh, this is something. I think a lot of you will be able to relate to it. It's just that I'm not confident without a wig. If I'm going to face something that is cosplay
oh,
related,
mm-hmm.
so I have this.
I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
I have this. Yeah, I have this
To be
duality thing
crazy.
that they call. They call me. I have this duality thing that if I'm about to teach, I look like a teacher. If I'm about to teach dance, I look like a dancer. If I'm going to be asked for a cosplay thing, I end up with a cosplay thing. So I don't feel confident without
uh,
it. I'm so sorry. You have to
no,
forgive
no,
me.
it's
It's a
okay. It's
normal
okay.
That's
thing.
fine. That's fine.
It's
It's
a normal
actually
thing.
nice.
Mhm.
It's actually nice to see it that way because I was kind of expecting that you would be wearing wigs. That's why I tried to fix my hair, but it still doesn't look good. Um, uh, I'm there's there's a weird thing because I don't have what's this a pro Zoom account, and it's counting down, and I think I only have 3 minutes remaining in this
Yeah.
meeting. So
It's okay.
I think that would be I it's just that it's not more like I don't have any other questions. It's like I'm glad that I was able to talk to you and actually I don't want to take so much of the time because this is Sunday and you know it's still family day for most people. So I will end this here, but if there's anything you want to plug, Like you could plug it now and then let me know the link so I could just add it on the podcast description in Anchor and YouTube. So anything you want to plug that maybe people where they could find you and all that jazz?
My
So,
page, my Instagram, it's all the same name, Kesa.
Okay. What about
Look at
Winter?
the now
oh,
cosplay artist.
so still working on something for the next season for our, but I'm not sure I'm gonna push through with teaching gymnastics this year. So,
Okay, right. Just let me know the link. Like you can message that to
okay.
me on Facebook. Uh, Also, I think it's just right time that the Zoom meeting is going to end because my ring light is dying. Clips on. It's like disco lights right now. Um. Okay. Just one last question because I did want to ask this. I said okay, I would ask this to the guys. Within 1 minute, let me know how many cats do you have?
Our current number is 11. I have one recent rescue that I took to the vet today. So we have now 11 cats.
Wow. How do you take care of all those cats?
They have their own Instagram account. Yes,
They
They
do
have their own account. They have
just
their
for
own
the 11
account.
yeah, most
cats.
of them are rescued. Some were born into the community.
Oh, I want to see those.
They have their own account because
I
of
like
this.
cats. Let me know. I like
Instagram.
cats, but I cannot have them at home because I have relatives that has asthma. So again, oh no, I have less than a minute now.
I used to have
So
asthma. My cats cured me.
oh, I wish that was true. I again, it's my dad and my
They're
brother,
just
and I don't want
antibodies.
to get in trouble because I'm going to be the one to to like cover for medical bills just in case. We don't
Okay.
want that.
Yeah,
Um,
gonna be hard.
I don't know if it's going to. It's saying it's less than a minute. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? So, um, let's see if it ends without. I'll try. So I'll end the podcast again. Thank you guys for joining. I don't know actually how long this. Anything to plug? Anything else?
Oh, we even though there's no parties going on right now, we are welcome to any suggestions such as your. We can give a live greeting in costume or cosplay, and you can invite us in your birthday, but only via video. Dukesa, do you have
Anything else?
anything else?
Blog, upbeat group.
Mm.
Yeah, please follow our group page, upbeat. We have more projects for this year. Very exciting. I can't tell. I'm not allowed.
Don't
Allowed
tell. They
secret.
have to watch out.
And
They have to
also,
subscribe or like follow. Like
Mm.
I mean, like your Facebook page.
Like and
yeah, you
follow.
have to follow us. You have to check our page from time to time because we'll just be posting it. And then also there are my pages, both in Facebook and Instagram. Dukesa Meow. And also Instagram for my cats, Dukesa Kitties.
Eee, I'll be there.
Yes, please get
I will follow
kitties with Instagram.
because cats I could only watch them, um, or look at them. What was it? Would it be okay? Because I know Dokesa has her own YouTube channel, so is that okay to
Mm.
add as well in the description?
Yeah, there's also
Oh.
I also have YouTube, but it's mostly like a cosplay archive thing, so it's pretty much just dump
It's okay.
cosplay stuff there
We
with no
we
definite direction. I just put everything I want to
no.
put there. Sometimes it's unboxing, sometimes reviews, uh, short cosplay
Still, it's a
transformation
YouTube channel.
videos, sometimes actual cosplay skits and competitions from
Performances.
way back, way very back. So, I think the first video was in 2006. Like that.
It's okay.
Way old too.
It's okay if people want to be like to remember how things were. You know, that's what we base. That's what I did. I think with the
Cosplay
podcast with Aya.
competitions.
I tried to look for her first cosplay competition, which was the biggest group she was in, which was the Magic Knight Rare cosplay during
Mm-hmm.
ToyCon, I think.
Yeah.
So I was like looking for it. I had to contact
Yeah,
the owner
I
of
was
the video.
there too.
I wasn't there, but yeah, that was
The
actually
one with the
amazing to
giant
see.
water. I remember that.
So yeah, what else am I gonna say? Okay, well, I again, I would like to thank you. I do apologize for that technical difficulty that happened earlier. Zoom doesn't like me anymore, and that usually when there's three people, I get away with more than 45 minutes. I'm not sure. Maybe they realize I'm abusing it, and now we got disconnected. Um, and
This viewers
again,
always using that.
yeah, I'm just using usually because if there's only two people, there's no limit. But it's like if it's a group, an actual group, it will. I think 45 minutes is the longest. Um, so yeah, thank you for joining the podcast. You don't really know me well now. I really hate how this podcast ends because this is my friend's fault. It was a joke and now it carried on. I decided to do the second season to change how this podcast outro is, but I can't anymore because the first episode I did it again. I did how it usually ends. So, thank you for listening to the podcast through Anchor, maybe watching this through YouTube. There's actually more to see in YouTube, so might as well just watch it on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Maybe also if you do like it, let me know in the comments if there's some other people that you know that I could possibly reach out to join this podcast and talk to me. I don't know. And yeah, with that, again, thank you for listening through Noise and Sales Head. And till next time. Oh no, I really don't want to do this. Bye.